Hi, and welcome back to Music Messages Tarot. This video is going to be for our Divine Feminine Collective today. I've already cleansed the decks that we're going to use. I'm just going to cleanse our space with the singing bowl, so if you have headphones in, you may want to be mindful of the sound. Okay. Hope you're all doing well today. I felt called to do this reading for our Divine Feminine Collective. As I was meditating just now, a few things did come through. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the musical Rent. I happen to be a fan of musicals, so sometimes the songs that come through are from like show tunes, Broadway. From the musical Rent, I believe the name of the song is Without You, and it's basically about someone who is feeling like they're missing their other half. It's kind of a sad, melancholic song, and you could take that as it resonates. I also heard the name Cynthia very clearly, and I heard the last name Dawson. If anything else comes through, I will be sure to let you know, but that is what came through before today's reading. Spirit, what does our Divine Feminine Collective need to know? What messages does the DM want to share with Divine Feminine today? Okay, this card. Ten of Swords. They're ending something right now. They may be with a karmic, and they are coming out of that cycle. Okay, we have the Hermit reversed. So your DM is feeling really lonely without your energy right now, DF. He's feeling shut out from your life, from your energy. He is thinking about you a lot and longing for this connection. We have the Three of Wands, so he's wanting to come towards you, and he already has kind of made a mental plan on how he wants to do that. So you may be receiving some form of communication imminently. Just the energy I'm receiving right now, it might be subtle communication. It might be someone who maybe finds you on social media and like starts following you or sends you a friend request or something like that along those lines. I don't think it's going to be this like soul-bearing conversation necessarily, but you may see some forward movement in communication because your DM is really feeling the strain right now of not being near you. And if you'll just excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. Some of you may have known from my previous videos, I am a cat mom. Maybe I'll feature them on the next video because they are adorable, my two cats. But they keep me very busy. You'd be surprised how much they keep me busy, actually. Yeah, I had to help one of my cats with something just now. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So your DM wants this new fruitful beginning with you, but something's holding him back right now. I think it is this ending with the karmic that he may be with. Not all of your DMs are attached to karmic relationships, but they might have some other cycle going on in their life that is hindering them from coming towards you. So this can be a cycle within their own life, such as a toxic behavior, an addiction, something like that, where their energy level and their energy frequency doesn't quite rise to the level that yours has ascended to. And I'm getting that that's kind of like the hold up here with this new beginning, but they definitely want this with you. So I feel like they're going to start kind of shedding anything from their lives that that's been holding them back from coming towards you in this connection. And I do even get the sense that with them feeling really lonely and shut out from you right now, that they are going to start taking small steps. I do get the sense that these are going to be small steps towards connecting with your energy again, okay? But I mean, that is in some cases, maybe you haven't spoken to this person in a really long time, and even a small step in the right direction is going to feel really significant right now, okay? So take that as it resonates. Okay. We have the World. Yeah, your DM is ending cycles. Some of you may also be ending a karmic cycle right now and just ready to step into this new beautiful energy and phase of your life. I do get for some of you that reunion may be coming sooner rather than later. So depending on where your DM's energy is right now and how far along he is in this process of ending things in his life that are just not working for him anymore, That's going to determine the timeline for you specifically. I do get that in the majority of cases, this is going to be a slower process. With the Three of Wands here, I mean, that can indicate taking action towards something that you've planned for. But for some reason, I'm just getting the energy of like a slower moving connection for some reason. You know, I've explained this before. Sometimes I don't always get the same meaning off the same card twice. It depends on how it comes out in the reading. Also, just a disclaimer, I am going to be using the pronouns she for the DF energy and he for the DM energy, just to kind of simplify communication. You guys know that you don't have to be male to be in divine masculine energy, so just take it as it resonates, please. But I did want to just clarify that. Okay, and then also we have the Queen of Swords. So this might be your energy. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may also be dealing with a Virgo. I think your DM is taking small steps forward right now because I think he's feeling very insecure. For as lonely as he may be right now and desiring to be in your nurturing Empress type energy, I think he's afraid that when he comes face to face with you and finally makes 3D communication, I think he has this kind of idea of possibly being shut out in the cold by you, left out in the cold. We don't have the Five of Pentacles here, but I am getting like a cold, exacting energy, more than I even normally would off of this Queen of Swords. I think he's just afraid that he's going to be met with someone who, if this is someone you knew in the past and you lost touch, or he left you out in the cold in the past and you didn't leave off on good terms, I think he's afraid of what he might meet when he comes to finally make contact with you. For those of you who've maybe never had physical contact with your DM, I mean, it could still be the same thing. You're in Empress energy right now, and from an outside perspective, that can seem a little intimidating, even if you've never spoken to this person or met this person before. So I think on some level, your DM is struggling with leveling up his energy to where you are, DF. And because of that, he's feeling very insecure and like lowly, almost like unworthy of you. And that's, I think, where this Queen of Swords perception of you is coming in, because he just kind of feels like you might not want to be bothered. You might not see him as worthy or a good match for you, and he's afraid of being rejected by you as well. All right, I just want to get some clarity on some of these, and then we're going to pull a few oracle cards. Hearing the name Kylie, Rebecca, Joshua, Robert, Eduardo, and Miguel. Let's see what wants to come out on this Ten of Swords. What is he dealing with in terms of an ending right now? So Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, he's working towards ending something in his life. It might be happening more slowly than he would like. Maybe it's not something that's easy to get out of. Maybe he's in a marriage with a karmic. I mean, the divorce process, sometimes separating from a long-term relationship can be an arduous task sometimes. So it seems like he's coming out of something slowly, but he's very much aware that this needs to come to an end in his life. And again, this doesn't mean put your life on hold while you wait for this. This is just kind of like us touching base to get a sense of what your DM's energy is and what messages he wants to communicate with you. But in no way, shape, or form does this mean wait for him to get his shit together. Okay, Divine Feminine, you're aware of that. You're in Empress energy. You don't need anyone or anything when you're in Empress energy, and you're aware that, your time and your resources are too valuable to be spent waiting on someone else. This is just to give you a sense of where he is right now, mentally and emotionally. Six of Cups. So this is definitely that energy of like nostalgia from previous lifetimes that you've spent with your DM. Again, whether or not you've met this person in 3D during this incarnation, they are on some level having this sense of nostalgia because they sense you, on an energetic level. They do always sense you. So It's like this sense of nostalgia. For those of you who or have met your person in the 3D, they know who they're longing for and why. It's more of a conscious recognition that they're missing your energy. For people who maybe you have never met your DM before, this is happening on a subconscious level. So this might just feel to them, this might just translate into they're very unfulfilled in their current relationship with their current partner, and they know it needs to end, and they know they're meant for something greater. They might not know exactly what they're feeling this pull toward, but on a subconscious level, they're being pulled towards your energy, and they are having, even if they're unaware of why, this nostalgic feeling for their divine feminine. That connects directly to the song that I received. If you've never heard that song, I do believe it's called Without You, I think is the title of it, from the musical Rent. You should look it up. It's a very nice song. It's a little sad, on the sad side, but it relates to the message that's coming through today. I'd like to get some clarity on this Three of Wands, please. What kind of forward movement can we expect here from DM, if any? And what kind of timeline are we looking at? Hopefully we'll get some information on that. Okay. Seven of Swords. He may be in a situation where he doesn't trust his own feelings right now. He doesn't trust that this is going to turn out how he wants it to turn out. And I think in some ways, like for those of you who've been on the twin flame journey for a while, it can be a little maddening. I'm sure you've experienced that. I mean, I know I have. It can be a little bit maddening because it's almost like you don't trust your own thoughts or feelings, and sometimes you can feel a little delusional. I think that that's the energy here. He wants to come towards you, but he doesn't necessarily trust the process quite yet, and he also might come towards you in a way that's a little deceptive, not in a malicious type way, but in a way where he doesn't want to fully put himself out there quite yet with you emotionally. He knows he wants to be in your energy. He knows, he's feeling this very intense desire to connect with you, but because of his own insecurities right now, he may do this in a little bit of a deceptive manner. So, going back to the social media example, this might be like a fake account or something that he makes, and he tries to make contact with you that way. Or, he might message you from his actual account and just put up a ruse in terms of like why he's contacting you. He might come up with some like silly excuse or something that kind of plays down the fact that he actually just really wants to be in your presence and your energy. Let's see what else. King of Cups. He's definitely having very romantic feelings towards you. I mean, that's a given, but I think this emotional intensity is kind of pushing him to start making those small steps forward, even if he doesn't come to you in the most mature way. Like, I really feel like for some of you, this is going to feel like immature behavior. And some of you might even just like shut it down right there. You're in your Empress energy, and when you're in Empress energy, you really don't need anything from anyone. So, if you feel like this person isn't coming to you correctly or in a way, in a fully transparent way, some of you might even kind of just reject the advances. That's going to be up to you and the specifics around your situation. But I get like an immature, kind of like scared, almost like a scared child vibe about how your DM is going to actually start coming towards you. Like they're going to dip their toe in the water to see, is Empress in this Queen of Swords energy? Is it going to be kind of like off with my head? Or is it going to be like, is she going to be receptive? But what they don't understand is if they just came towards you in a mature way to begin with, you'd be more receptive to whatever kind of advance they're making. Again, that's going to really depend on your specific circumstance and how your person does start making contact with you or come towards you. I mean, the Seven of Swords can mean a few different things here. So depending on how that translates in 3D for you, it's going to be up to you as to whether or not, this person's coming to you in a way that's worthy of your Empress energy, to be quite honest. Okay. I'd like a little bit of clarity around the Ace of Pentacles. Like I was saying, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse indicates that your DM does really want this new fresh start with you. But he keeps kind of running into a brick wall. He knows something needs to end in his life, whether that be another relationship with a karmic or another person. He's slowly moving towards making these endings that he knows need to happen. And you can even see he has the Ace of Pentacles right there in his hand coming toward you to give you this offer. But I feel like, I mean, it could be another relationship, or it could be his own behaviors in some way, or situation in some way that prevents him from being with you right now. It can even be his own emotional immaturity. But let's just get a little bit more clarity on why he keeps hitting these brick walls and what's preventing him from letting go of what needs to be shed in his life. One more time, just shuffling. Okay. Yeah, the World in reverse. So he's unable to complete this cycle for some reason. Let's get one more clarifier. Why is the World in reverse here? Okay. Queen of Swords. He might be the karmic might be this Queen of Swords energy. So he might be in a relationship with an air sign, or someone just who's embodying this very cold, detached, overly strategic Queen of Swords type energy. He might be going through a divorce in some cases, or separating from a long-term relationship. The alternate explanation here is that it's his own emotional immaturity making him feel like he doesn't know what to expect when he comes towards you, and that he's afraid you might be in this Queen of Swords energy. So take that as it resonates. There are two interpretations there, and I'm actually receiving both of them. So I think one is going to resonate with some of you, and the other may resonate with the rest of you. Okay, I do want a little clarity since the Queen of Swords came out again. I'd like a little clarity here on the Queen of Swords card. Is this a karmic, or is this what DM is afraid he might encounter when he comes toward DF? Let's see. Could be either. Page of Wands. He feels like a page in comparison to your queen energy. But also, this card, it shows the page carrying his belongings and leaving some situation. So I think in this context, your person is leaving. It's both for some of you. He's leaving a relationship behind, one that no longer serves him, but also he's afraid of being met with a very like judgmental, cold type energy from you as well. This might be the energy he's dealing with in his current relationship as well, and he's afraid it's going to be more of the same. Okay, on a subconscious, energetic level, he knows that that's not the type of person that you are. But sometimes in the 3D, it can, our human-based and ego-based fears and thought patterns can affect our perceptions. So he might just be afraid, if I go to DF, is she going to treat me the same way that this karmic is treating me? Is it going to be another toxic relationship? Is she going to forgive me in certain circumstances? If he did something in the past that was maybe he just kind of like abandoned the connection, and he's afraid that you want nothing to do with him. So all of those, I think in some cases it's like all of the above. That's why I'm receiving like a mixed message around that. And then one more clarifier, the Magician. Okay, with the Magician having come out next to the Page of Wands here, like I said, for many of you, your DM is leaving a relationship actively. There is no passion there with the current person that they're with. It's kind of this swords-based, cold type energy. And they want to go somewhere where they're going to be appreciated. They're going to feel, like the passion has reignited, and they know that you are somebody that they would have this with. They are, in some cases, trying to manifest you. So in some cases, I think they want you to be the one to reach out here. But if you don't, I think they're kind of maneuvering right now in their mind, thinking about what they can do, the changes they need to make, the pieces that they might need to move around in their own lives to make this happen. Because even though there is some reluctance in terms of, I am getting like a heavy emotional immaturity type vibe here, like where they're afraid and very like overly cautious because they're afraid of being rejected by you. The impetus to move towards you is too strong because of how they just feel like so isolated, lonely, and empty without being in your energy, and they feel very shut out by you. And I think their need to be in your energy field again and reconnect with you is going to be a stronger force ultimately than whatever fear or trepidation they might be feeling in this, you know, current circumstance. So that's like the current state of affairs. Now I want to get some direct messages from our Moonology Oracle deck. So this is what your DM, his higher self, would be saying to you right now. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. He's saying, DF, I need to get rid of the things that are not working for me in my life. I need to detoxify my life from this karmic situation, this karmic cycle that I'm in, this karmic behavioral pattern that I'm in, whether it be an addiction or just a negative environmental circumstance that is lowering his vibration and making it more difficult to come towards you. So that's what he's saying. That's one of his messages to you today is, you know, I need to get rid of these things. I need to detoxify before I'm going to be worthy of your Empress energy. And then it says, last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. I take this as kind of like a playful message here that he is afraid that your energy is going to be kind of harsh, I think. He's afraid that he's going to encounter like a swords type energy from you. Like I said, depending on how you left off, it might have not been the best ending or the best separation between the two of you. And even for those of you who have never met this person before, they're just afraid that they're going to be meeting with this very cold, detached energy, like someone who's just overly harsh and critical and won't be welcoming of them. So I think he's just kind of playing around. This is kind of like a playful message saying, lighten up, please. If I take the steps to come towards you, please, please be receptive towards me. And then we have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. So again, he's open to change. He knows he wants change right now. That is a very clear message from today's reading. But I think he also wants you to kind of give him the signal as well that you're open to this connection happening. Again, that doesn't mean you're in Empress energy, so that doesn't mean you reach out first, okay? You magnetize and you manifest just by being in your Empress energy. Your DM is going to have to learn the hard lesson that he's going to have to mature enough and gain the confidence enough to come towards you in a way that is appropriate and an appropriate match for your Empress energy, okay? But if you feel that that's the case when he comes towards you, I don't think it would hurt for you to give him, I think you should communicate that to him, you know? Like, if you feel that he's coming to you in a mature and correct way, then you may choose to alleviate some of his insecurity by letting him know that you're open to having this connection with him as well. But that's only once he's taken the correct steps and come to you in the correct way, if that makes any sense, okay? So it is a beautiful reading, DF. Your DM is, some of them are going to be communicating with you very soon. So again, that doesn't mean put your life on hold, but some of you can be expecting communication, and pretty much in most circumstances here, your DM is thinking of you very actively and has already started taking steps to eliminate things from his life that are preventing this connection from happening fully in 3D. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help our channel grow. I'd love to know if anything resonated with you today from today's reading. If you would like to see some more DF, DM type readings on this channel, please comment below and let me know. And I hope to see you all soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.